Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Monday, December 10th, 2018. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Sorry for my unexplained absence, but it started with me getting sick, then it was Thanksgiving, and then real life caught up to me, and, well, here we are. And because of some permanent changes that are permanent, I cannot guarantee to do the show more than once a week, plus a bonus show, though hopefully this week I will be able to do more than one. Oh, and because of what today's show is about, it's unmonetized. But before that, we have a game to give away, which is Hollow Knight from 3 weeks ago, and the winner is Dank Memes Dead Dreams, and even though you spelled it wrong, I felt like including you anyway. Be sure to reply to your original comment with either your Twitter handle or your Discord ID, and I will get you your code. This week I'm giving away Little Nightmares, which is a horror puzzle game, and just leave a comment starting with the hashtag I puzzled my pants in order to have a chance to win. And I almost forgot this part. Timestamps along with their corresponding reference links can all be found in the description below. Oh fucking joy! Today's main topic may just be a little much for those of you who may be sensitive to this sort of thing, and for those of you who are, I recommend skipping ahead a little bit because today's show will contain some disturbing material. Also, like I said, monetization is off too because of the nature of this subject. As you saw from the headline, the long and the short of this story is a streamer going by the name of MrDeadMoth has been banned and arrested for what I'm about to show you. Final warning, hit L a couple of times if you want to skip over this part. So this starts off with his wife hitting him and throwing a cardboard box at him.
Jesus Christ, I will... Can you not?
Alright, so those actions and behavior are not excusable in any way, but then it takes a sharp turn to this.
Stop, please. I'll be out soon. Just stop. All I ask.
Don't hit me in the face.
Okay, I'll be out soon.
No, you hit me.
I will be out soon. Go away.
Don't you dare
Go
touch
away.
my
Go
face.
away.
So yeah, that was awful, and truthfully, this is a very easy story to cover today. It's not only easy to condemn this behavior, but it's also very easy not to stream it to the fucking internet. For real, if this is what happened when the cameras are on, I don't want to know what happens when the cameras are off. By the way, I also feel like I should mention that violence should never be an option unless your life is directly in danger, but that's just my opinion. He doesn't even deny what he did, for fuck's sake. You have to be some kind of monster to hit your wife while live on the internet and then not apologize to her until you get your fucking ass off the computer. I didn't even show you the worst part of all of this. Yes, that video gets worse because towards the end, you hear what sounds like her muffled screaming while their child is just crying. It's really, really disturbing. All of that took place while off camera, so it's just purely my own speculation. He was arrested last night and will be in court on Thursday, and truth be told, I have no sympathy for somebody like this. He will get everything that he deserves. Other than that, his Twitch channel has been suspended, and his YouTube channel, let's just say the comment section is not nice. My recommendation would be that if you're feeling you want to give your opinion to Mr. Whatever the fuck face, just don't do it. Don't waste your time. Let the authorities deal with him. The more you click on his channel, the more attention he gets, and that's just what he wants. So please, leave a comment down below in my channel if you're feeling frustrated, or if you want to go search out other people's videos talking about this subject, I would recommend that. From there, we go to release announcements, because that's enough about that topic, to the 25th anniversary of one of the most influential games of modern gaming, and that would be Doom. Yes, today is Doom's 25th anniversary, and creator John Romero has announced that he is working on a spiritual successor called Sigil. It's going to be free to play and will release sometime in February 2019. Then Capcom has announced the first expansion coming to Monster Hunter World called Iceborn, and it's not coming until almost a year from now in the fall of 2019. I'm sure more details are coming over the next few months. There's more on the shitty things Capcom is doing coming up later. Stardew Valley's multiplayer for Nintendo Switch is in its final stages, and we have a release date coming later this week on Wednesday, December 12th. And then finally, we have some hardware news with a wireless adapter that will allow you to use a DualShock 4 on your new PlayStation Classic for all of the 20 people who bought one. On to some update news with something doing much better than the PS Classic, and that would be Fortnite. Epic is adding swords into the mix, and I can't wait for them to be too overpowered so they take them out, only to have them be put back in after they balance them. Here's a game I missed out on bashing, Fallout 76. Unfortunately, I'm not going to cover the many many problems that this game has faced, but we will talk about something new coming up next. But we do have an update for Fallout 76 with Bethesda adding proximity text chat, and for the first time, players can now communicate through means that are not mandatory voice comms. Yes, that's right, until now, you could not turn off your own microphone or mute other players. So the one blunder we are going to talk about, because this is new, is Bethesda saying they are going to be more thorough with their patch notes. This is coming because previous patches were not explained completely, as players noticed things that had changed that were not mentioned. They say that this is an effort of clarity, and hopefully they will follow through, which would be the least they could do for this awful train wreck of a game. Now, if you don't mind me going completely off the rails, and I know you don't, there has been talk of Fallout 76 going free-to-play, much like the Elder Scrolls Online did. And personally, I'm not sure how I would feel if that were to happen, because it would be a really big fuck you to anyone who spent $60 on this thing. On the other hand, it would bring in more players and possibly make the game more fun. But also, free-to-play games attract more hackers, so this seems like more bad than good. I'm really not sure though. I'd like to discuss this more in the comments, so if you have anything that you would like to share, please do so down below. Next up, we have Rainbow Six Siege, with changes coming to the recently added Autobans system, and who'd have thought that this system wasn't working the way Ubisoft had intended? To quote them directly, upon review, we found the automatic ban feature was intrusive to the gameplay of other players, not engaging in the inappropriate activity. In other words, people who weren't fucking around were getting punished for no reason. The way it works now is any questionable messages will not be shown and instead will be reviewed by an Ubisoft employee, and I'm guessing 99% of the time they'll be allowed. But this is still going to interrupt gameplay because people who weren't doing anything wrong may still get picked up by this system. Don't get me wrong, this is a step in the right direction, but I still feel like it's overreaching and it's not going to achieve what I think Ubisoft wants to achieve, and that is a toxic-free game. And that just isn't possible. Finally today, Capcom is doing something with Street Fighter V that I don't think anyone watching would find appealing in any way. Street Fighter V is currently a $20 game with 3 season passes, and if you bought it at full price, you're looking at spending around $70 US to have access to all of the current content. By the way, there is a sale on it on Steam right now, but before you open your wallet, I would listen to this next bit. Capcom has gotten the bright idea of putting advertisements in Street Fighter V. Thankfully, this isn't anything like advertising fast food or energy drinks or something that has nothing to do with the game itself, but will showcase DLC for Street Fighter V. Players will have the ability to turn them off, which doesn't sound too bad at first, but if I know the video game industry the way it's been going, which is very similar to the way the movie industry has gone, product placement will be jammed into every game, and it's only a matter of time. I think it's bad enough that games like Forza and Metal Gear Solid Peacemaker have offered things like Doritos and Mountain Dew DLC. And again, I hope this is just paranoia, but I really don't want to see this getting out of hand. If there's anything that you want to add, please do so down below. It's your favorite part of the show. It's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Ridiculous Rugby, The Technician, Kingdom, 2 Crowns, Slightly Heroes, Close Your Eyes, Anniversary Remake, Ancient Frontier, Steel Shadows, and Fear the Night. For PlayStation 4, smash hit Plunder, Desert Child, Gungrave VR, SON, and Double Switch 25th Anniversary Edition. For Xbox One, Kingdom, 2 Crowns. For Nintendo Switch, Kingdom, 2 Crowns. Everspace Stellar Edition, Desert Child, and Solar Flux. For PlayStation Vita, Dragonfly Chronicles. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you next time. And when I first saw Universal Remote Control, I thought to myself, well, this changes everything. Thank you so much for watching. I had a ton of fun, and I hope you did too. Click up here to watch today's bonus episode, which is the Patreon thank you video, plus a little story about what happened while I was on break. And click down here to watch the last episode, which is about Tyler Barras pleading guilty to more than 50 crimes. Those links are in the description down below, and click over here to subscribe to my wonderful, wonderful channel. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.